is Deborah Holland, and I work at the University of Missouri, and it's located in Columbia, Missouri. And I am very, very honored to be able to score the Ocean eBooks projects from the Marine University and also the University of Applied Science. I truly feel that you've done an excellent job. All of the stories were engaging. I have a couple of suggestions that I will send to your teacher, but I just thought I would talk very briefly about each story. So I'm going to turn my back and use the smart board to show you some things. Thank you. Okay, we're looking at the first story, The Endless Journey, and it's about salmon. And in my notes, I put that I really like the names. The Simon and Sally, those are alliterative words. That means the first letters of each sound the same. So nice job on that. And it was a very good story. I thought it went from beginning to end. It covered their meeting. It covered their whole process. And I thought it was beautifully illustrated. You chose very good pictures for this. So good job. In particular, I liked this one. Just a moment. This I did not know about. This thing that you said that Simon pulled off a scale for Sally. I thought that was a very clever way to show his love for her. So very nice job. That was probably one of my favorite parts of the story. So we're going to go on to the second one. So we're going to have a look at group 2. And the name of the story of group 2 is The Tears of the Mermaid. And it covers Murdo and Annabella's search throughout their land, and they find pollution and cure it. I like the combination of the cartoon character on top of the regular photograph. I think that was a very effective way to illustrate this. And I'll have, some suggestions to your teacher, but all in all, this was a wonderful story. And I like that Murdo and his father had sort of a royal rank. And I like the mermaid in the story. And I like the resolution that the pollution got cleaned up and that the environment looked much better. So nice resolution. Okay, so I'm moving on to group 3. And the name of their story is The Most Glittered Star in the Ocean. And I believe the name that you're using for the starfish is Shiny. I like that name. And probably one of my favorite pages in this story was when all of the animals were helping to clean up the ocean, and there were some sharks that were helping too. I just love the expression on these sharks, the teeth here, and the other people that are helping, the other sea animals that are helping. I love that this shark has some glasses on. So nice job with the illustrations, and it's a good story too. Okay, group 4 did the exploration of the sea. I'm hoping that these are showing up on the camera as I talk. The exploration of the sea, it's a good story. I think probably you could add a little bit more to it to make it longer, but this is a very good beginning, and I think that you've done a good job. I like Patrick, and I like SpongeBob. My son loves Patrick and SpongeBob, and I've watched their show with him when he was little. So nice choice of these characters for this story. And I like that you brought in, you mixed up the illustrations. You have some that are actual pictures, and then you have some that are cartoons. So good job on that. Now the fifth one is Debbie's Ocean. And since my name is Debbie, I just couldn't wait to start reading this story. I sort of thought, well, it's kind of like my adventure. So I really like the illustrations throughout. I can tell that some of you are very talented artists, and you've gone to a lot of trouble to illustrate this. I think that the expression on this jellyfish is just lovely. And this story reminds me a lot of a Cinderella story that is a universal tale. All different cultures have their own Cinderella story, and my culture does too, about a girl that is chosen by a prince. She has humble beginnings, and she's chosen by a prince. So this seems to me to be sort of like a Cinderella story. I love the prince. He looks very modern. He has blingy teeth and sunglasses and a backwards hat. And look at Debbie. She's just got hearts coming off of her, the top of her head. She's falling in love. So nice job here. And it's, Cinderella. I don't know if there are Cinderella stories involving fish. So you might want to think about this some more. Okay, we need to move on to 6. Project 6. Little Bear's Adventure for Treasure. Now, this little bear goes on quite a journey. He's in this little boat. Now, he doesn't mind his mother at the beginning, but I guess that's a lucky thing, because he eventually, goes away and finds a note from his father and so forth, and eventually ends up cleaning up having help cleaning up the island, the Charopan Island. So, I guess in some ways that was lucky that he went on his journey. And I like that he did not find treasure, but maybe you could think that the treasure is the beautiful environment. So the treasure, I haven't found it yet, but a beautiful island is a real treasure to me. That's an admirable sentiment that Little Bear has. And that's a good end of the story. Again, very nice illustrations. I can tell you did a lot of work on that. In group 7, you will see now I liked the pairing of Seti and Amber. They seem to get some things done together. So I especially liked that she drank magic water given to her